my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. And in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute square mug rug, coaster, or whatever you want to call it. And actually after I designed it, I also realized that you can use it as a granny square and maybe make a blanket, like make a bunch of them and make a blanket. I think it will turn out very cute. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's learn it. But before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new tutorial. And for this tutorial you will need a 4 medium yarn. I'm using this cotton yarn from Lily Sugar and Cream, but you can use any cotton yarn that you have available. Cotton is the best yarn for anything that you use with hot items because it will not melt. So don't use acrylic for hot pads or coasters where you will put hot stuff on it, because they will melt. Believe me, I've seen that. So let's go ahead, let me show you what else I need. We will need a 5mm hook and a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors, and that's it. Let's go ahead and let's learn how to do it. Start the project with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now from the second chain from the hook, which is this one right here, so this is the first, this is the second, this loop right here does not count as a chain or a stitch. Insert the hook inside the very first one after that, after you skip one, and make one single crochet. The same thing on the next one, and we will work a row of single crochets. Just keep making single crochets until you get to the end of this row. And when you get to the end, you should have 10 single crochets. Just make sure you have 10 single crochets so the pattern will work. When you get at the end, chain 1 and turn the work. And what we will do now, we will work more 9 rows of single crochets. Just keep working 1 single crochet for each stitch of the previous row until you have more 9 rows, total of 10 rows. At the end of each row, you just chain 1 and turn the work, and just make sure do not count that chain 1 as your first single crochet. So I got here at the end of the second row, chain 1 and turn, and this chain 1 will not count as your single crochet. Just do the same thing and work 1 single crochet for each stitch of the previous row until you have 10. Once you have 10 rows of single crochets, you should have a square like this. So go ahead and chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you are going to skip 2 rows and slip stitch on the third one. So this is the first row. This is a little bit tricky working on the rows, but you'll get it. So this is the first row, and this chain 5 belongs to this first row. This is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. So we will skip the second and the third and slip stitch on the fourth, like so. Chain 5 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip the other 2 rows, so we worked on this row right here. We will skip this and slip stitch on this one right here. Chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slip stitch on the very last. And you should have 3 sets of 5 stitches. Chain 5 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 and slip stitch on the next one. Chain 5 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, skip 2 stitches and slip stitch on the next one. Again, chain 5, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2, slip stitch on the next one. So now we are going to work on the rows again. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this 5 stitches here belongs to this very first row. Let's go ahead and skip the second and the third row and slip stitch on the fourth one right here. Chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this 5 stitches belongs to this row right here. Let's skip this one and slip stitch on this one right here. Chain 5 again, to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip, so we slip stitch for this row right here. Let's skip this one and slip stitch on this last row. Now chain 5 again, 3, 4, and 5. Skip the next 2 stitches and slip stitch on the next one. Again, chain 5. Skip the next 2 stitches and slip stitch on the next one. And on the very last set of 3 stitches, chain 5 again. Skip those 2 stitches and slip stitch on the last one. So this is what you should have right now. 3 sets of 5 chains for each side. Now we need to get at the very center of this 5 chain set. We will go ahead and slip stitch 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So you will get at the very center of this very first loop of 5 chains right here. Now we will work inside the next loop of chains, and we will place 4 double crochets inside that loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you have 4 stitches, work 1 picot stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is how we do the picot stitch. Chain 3, come back to the very first chain and slip stitch. And now inside the same loop of 5 chains, go ahead and work 4 double crochets. Okay, so once you have 4 double crochets, skip 3, actually skip 2 and slip stitch on the very center of the next 5 chain loop. Now that you are here on the corner, go ahead and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and slip stitch on the third of those 5 chains. So this is how your work should look like right now. Now let's go ahead and work that set of double crochets on the next loop. So go ahead and work 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Work 1 picot stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Come back to the first chain and slip stitch. And let's go ahead and place more 4 double crochets inside that same 5 chain loop. 3 and 4. Now on the third chain for the next 5 chains loop, go ahead and slip stitch. Now we got here at the corner again, chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch on the third of the 5 chains from the next loop to create the corner. And now let's go ahead and work that set of double crochets again on the next loop. 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 3. Slip stitch on the very first chain to create the picot stitch. More 4 double crochets on the same 5 chains loop. 2 and 3 and 4, and slip stitch on the third chain of the next 5 chain loop. You can already see our coaster getting its shape. Now that we are on the corner again, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch on the third of the next 5 chains. Now this will be our last set of 4 double crochets. So go ahead and make 4 double crochets on the next 5 chains loop. So 2 and 3 and 4. 1 picot stitch, chain 3, come back on the first chain and slip stitch, 4 double crochets again on the same 5 chains loop. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now slip stitch on the third of the 5 chains on the next 5 chain loop. And just to finish this corner, let's go ahead and chain 4, 2, 3, and 4, and slip stitch right here on the third chain of the next 5 chain loops. So now you can cut the yarn and finish your project. And that's it. Your coaster, mug rug, or granny square is done, and you can use it for as it is, as a coaster, as a mug rug, or you can also use it to incorporate in any of your projects as well, and I think it will turn out very cute. If you by any chance make one of those, please make sure to tag me on my Instagram. It's Craft Designs, and if you don't follow me there, make sure to do, because I'm daily posting some new pictures, and I'm also always telling my audience when I have a new video as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe at the beginning of this video, you still have time now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye.